everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I use masking to make my videos look super trippy and really cool.
Sean! It's good to see you here again. I love that you show up every single time. How's your day, Sean? Let me know. It's just us here for a bit. El Chico! Yo! What's up? Welcome once again to Here Now Livestream. I've got tea this time, y'all. Tea and water. Stay hydrated. Send some love to my voice, throat. Just Sean, very relaxing. How's yours? I must say that mine has been the same. I too have been in the space of relaxation, diving way deeper into it, been meditating a lot more frequently. Meditating 4 to 5 times a day, and that has been a game changer. When we talk about out of the mind and into the present moment, oh boy. So, got a lot to share with y'all. What kind of tea? This tea, just got it today. It's chamomile and blueberry. Chamomile and blueberry, and I think there's a little licorice in it. I'm not the biggest fan of licorice. So we'll find out how it tastes once I take a sip, because this is the first tea bag that I got. Just stopped by Whole Foods and I got some tea. My go-to is lavender, chamomile, and mint. That is my go-to, at least for the end of the day. When I wake up in the rising, matcha green tea. That's my tea. What's your tea of choice, Sean? And El Chico, what are your teas of choice? Tea time right now. Downloads plus tea. Yes. Ooh, green tea, chamomile with honey. Very nice. You cannot go wrong with green tea, chamomile, honey. Oh yeah. El Chico, peppermint. You cannot go wrong with peppermint either. I love, what I used to do with peppermint tea is I would get this non-dairy, I don't know what it is, but it added a little bit of flavor to it. It was like a holiday type tea. I really loved that with the peppermint. It was like a non-dairy, vanilla, I guess you can call it a creamer. I forgot the name of it. But it was great with peppermint tea. Or by itself is all good. I have been lately just doing the tea bag. Just like water and tea. Every so often, I'll add a little sweetener like honey or agave. Yeah, tea time. I like this. I like this. Maybe tea time should be a segment of Here Now Livestream. I'm still thinking, adding different aspects to this beautiful space that we all have come here to partake in. Let's get started with a little breath work, a little meditation. Let's integrate into the space. Set our intentions for the night, for the evening. All right. For all those here in the space and Here Now live stream, get comfortable wherever you are. You may have just made it home. You may have been home for a while. Wherever you came from. Right now you are here. You've always been here, but you're here. You are here in this moment. You are here in the space. Here Now live stream. Integrating. Get comfortable, get in a comfortable position. Notice if there's any tension in your body. Release that tension. Scan your body. From your toes to your heels. From your heels to your knees. From your knees to your hips. From your hips to your chest. From your chest to your shoulders. From your shoulders to your elbows. From your elbows to your palms. From your palms to your fingertips. Scan your neck to your jaw. Your jaw to your face. And bring your awareness to your third eye and your crown. Take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's nice to be here. It is nice to be here now. El Chico. Hey Morsi, what did you do on the full moon? On the full moon, my body decided to have its own ceremony. So, I don't know if this is TMI for y'all, but this is Here Now Livestream, so whatevs. But my 1 second. Full moon, as the full moon has come, I ended up getting menstrual cramps, and that was an incredible experience. A very painful one, incredibly painful. I have not felt such pain from menstrual cramps in so long, but that actually ended up being a form of ceremony for me. And I'll tell you why. It was so funny. I was telling myself, all right, I was asking myself, hey, what are you going to do for the full moon? Setting any intentions, release, right? And to give anyone here, I want to share with you. So the full moon, 1 second. Whoa. Alrighty. So, so I ended up feeling incredibly, I was just in pain on that day. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Today is the 8th. It was 2 days ago. It was on the 6th. That was the full moon. And it ended up being a very long moment where I just had to give complete awareness to my body. If there are any women watching this, I don't know why, whenever I decide to start Here Now Livestream, my throat decides to be very itchy. 1 second. I'm back. Thank you. Alrighty. So, so I ended up just dealing with that pain within my body, and in my head I kept asking myself, I was like, in this moment, how do you observe the mind? How do you observe, you're observing the mind, right? You're observing the motions. It's not a matter of how. It's more of a matter of being fully in that experience, of being fully there throughout, this inner pain that you don't have control over. There's no control over when it stops. You have to surrender to the workings of your body. 1 second. Do you guys hear my fan? Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Not technical difficulties, but if you all hear the fan from this laptop, it should go away soon. So in that moment of feeling this incredible pain within my body, the only option I had was surrender. The only option that was available was surrender. Obviously, there's tea that I had, there's warming pads, anything to add some form of comfort. But when it comes to that pain within the body, it was a matter of me in that moment, in that ceremony, stepping in and out of awareness. Whenever I was out of awareness, I would say there was a lot of just like resistance, or in my head, thoughts, emotions. And ultimately, the more I brought myself back, I allowed myself to just be fully there. Like honestly, in those moments of pain, and you don't even have to be a woman, you're a man and you're feeling pain, right? This is just specific to menstrual cramps. But be there for the experience. If and I know it's like in the moment, it's like, what are you talking about? It hurts so bad, this pain. Be there fully. And in that is you experience what you're meant to experience. In that moment, what I recognized was I was meant to give my fullest awareness to my body. When you experience such inner pain, the only option you have is to surrender and to be there fully with your body. You can't multitask. There's nothing else you could do. Like, I couldn't read a book. I couldn't go for a walk. Absolutely not. Like in that moment, it comes in waves. They come in waves. And at its peak, you don't want to do anything but get in the fetal position and just be there, because there's nothing you can do. So as of now, as I experience this journey, or how would I say, as I move along this journey, and as I learn more and more about this human experience and feeling pain within the body, that's the most fundamental I have for you, is surrender, be there fully, do what you can for comfort. Whatever you need in that moment for comfort, go for it. But after that, give your fullest awareness to your body, honor your body, thank your body. So in that moment, tying it back to what I did for the full moon and how this unexpected moment ended up being a ceremony for me, there was a lot of release and gratitude in that moment. I gave gratitude for having a home and a safe place to be in for this experience of surrender. I gave gratitude for the strength of my body enduring such pain, and whatever needed shedding, whatever needed release. I honored that release. Release is not always, I would say, the moment, right? As we're going through release, in that moment, release can feel painful, really painful. When we're, even experience certain emotions, in order to release, we feel those emotions. They're coming out, and we're feeling it as they release. Even certain thoughts or visions, right? Releasing thoughts of the past, conditioned patterns, conditioned behaviors. Often we experience it again so we could see it and release it. And often that experience can be painful. But I'll tell you this very well-known quote. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. And when it comes to inviting presence into your life, we recognize more and more just how pain is inevitable. It's unavoidable. We cannot avoid it. But the resistance and the attachment to pain, identifying with pain, that creates the suffering. That creates the suffering. So I would say that my full moon ceremony was quite enlightening. I felt immense gratitude, so much release. At the end of that moment, I felt so much better, filled with high vibrations, and I ended up going to hang out with my friends, and we worked on a puzzle and played some video games. So I would say that my full moon ceremony was very nice. Anyone here in the chat do anything for the full moon? Let me know. Share. Unbarred Mind. Peace and love, family. Peace and love, Unbarred Mind. Welcome to Here Now Livestream. It's good to see you here in the chat. If anyone else is here, say hello. Say hello. I see there a couple people watching. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. Just Sean. I grounded, moon gazed for a few minutes and stated my gratitude. Very nice. Love that. Love that. It's so beautiful to sit and honor the moon. The moon is so bright, incredibly bright. I don't know if any of y'all, those who don't live in a highly lit city or area, you all know how bright the moon can light up an entire piece of land. You do not need any street lights, things like that. It just completely illuminates wherever you are. El Chico, I prayed to the moon and watched Twilight Zone with my friend. Nice! I love that. I have a moon story for y'all. El Chico knows. So I went camping for my birthday, in October. My birthday is October 5th. I went camping in Tennessee. It was, how many days? It was 4 nights, so that makes it 5 days. It was 5 days, 4 nights. And that just so happened to be one of the days, I forgot which one, either the first or second night, but that was a day of the full moon, and we all got to honor the moon together. It was cold. It was pretty cold. It was pretty chilly. We had a bonfire. We had some chestnuts, thanks to El Chico. So we were literally roasting chestnuts over an open fire. And the full moon was illuminating the entire campground. By the way, this campground, it's not a space where you have to share it with others. You know, certain campgrounds, you only get so much space, but the campground where we were at, we had an entire piece of land to ourselves. There was a beautiful lake in front of us, a kitchen across the way, and our tents. We were all chilling by our tents in the campfire. And we all got to be together and honor the moon, sharing our own moon practices or just being there with it. And that moment was so powerful. And what's funny is that, I always say what's funny. What's nice is that, you know, on the full moon, the moon is so bright. And when you stare at it, you're there, you're taking in all of that energy. You don't go to sleep at a normal time. You don't go to sleep at your usual time. You end up staying awake a lot longer because of the moon. Even if you're not looking at the moon, one thing that is common with the moon, the full moon, is that we end up staying up later at night. I know I have been staying up a lot later. I've been going to bed around 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, I feel like that was a very memorable experience with the full moon and getting to share it with others. Unbarred mind, just chilled in a peaceful inner space. El Chico, chestnuts. Oh, how awesome that chip was. Yes. Unbarred mind sounds like an awesome experience. It was a beautiful experience. Indeed, indeed. And I encourage each of you here, spend time with the moon, full moon, new moon, waning, waxing, doesn't matter. Go outside. One thing I do here, I've shared this once before, I go to the beach. There's a very particular beach that they don't really let us. You just gotta wait till the security leaves and you bring some wood. You can go right on the beach. I'm saying if you're by a beach and you'd like to do this, okay? This is something I do. Go out to the beach, get a bonfire, go in, grab some friends. If you don't have any friends with you, doesn't matter. Chill by yourself. What I did is I brought an old journal of mine that I wanted to, release some things, and I ripped out the pages. It was actually helpful for starting the fire, and I burned quite a few things. I enjoy doing that. So I do that for both the full moon and the new moon. Bonfires, chilling with friends. Great conversations. This tea is great, y'all. This tea is great. This is great that we are talking about release. We're talking about resistance, because that ties in beautifully for tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is all about resistance and release. Tonight's topic is about observing thoughts and watching emotions. I'm laughing because I see El Chico's comment, you got a big ass mug. Indeed I do. One cat short of crazy. I only have one cat. So you do not want to see me with two, One cat, she's really spoiled, gets all my attention. When I'm meditating, she meows more than she does when I'm not meditating. She walks all over me. Such a great experience being a cat lady. Ronan, good to see you here again. Namaste. 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 Good to see you all here. I would like to point out to y'all who are here the system that I'm using. It's a bit slower than YouTube. So I'm reading comments as they come, and you're seeing it a little bit later. It's all good though. So let's move us into the next segment that I was starting, but I'll start again. Today's topic is on observing thoughts, watching emotions, resistance versus release. How do you know when you are resisting? How do you know when you are releasing? How can we be sure? I've found with much observation, with a lot of watching, with quite a bit of non-reactivity, one major thing you'll notice with resistance is tension. Tension within your body. You might be tensing up your hands, your feet, your eyebrows. You might be furrowing your eyebrows, especially in meditation. In moments of meditation, talk to me. When you notice resistance in meditation, what's happening to you? What do you notice about yourself? I know for me, for sure, it's my hands come like how do you say it? I ball up my fist a little, or I just feel my fingers kind of coming in, my feet. I start to move, start to squirm a lot. I will step out of the stillness, right? So this is why stillness and setting the intention for stillness when you're doing a formal meditation, stepping into stillness is a great way to measure that resistance. And when I say measure it, it's a great way to notice when you are resistant. Because when you're still, you're absolutely still. You're breathing in and out. But the only thing that is really, there, maybe in motion, is awareness in a way. You're simply aware, and you are awareness. You are aware, and you are awareness. You are life. You are that moment fully. And so that's stillness. And so once you notice a sense of resistance, that means the stillness begins to break. And there are very physical signs that you will notice when you are resistant in that space. Jaden, it's good to see you here again. How big is your mug, and did you fill it to the top? I love tea as well. El Chico literally just commented on how big my mug is. That is so funny that you all notice how big this mug is. Did I fill it to the top? I filled it as much as I could. It is almost gone now, because I really needed it. I had a scratchy throat. But yeah, filled it to the top. We just had a little tea time in the beginning. I hope all is well with you as too, Jaden. It's good to see you here. Yes. Resistance versus release. You know when you are releasing. When you are in this formal meditation right now, Right now we're talking about formal meditation, and then we'll step outside after. We'll talk about when we're not formally meditating. This is why creating a space for you to do that, opening up space within your day, whether it's once a day or several times a day, this is why being in a space where you are just being allows you to fully see your own patterns. In the moment you are aware of your own patterns, that's a game changer. You can transform, you can be anything. Because when you're in a state of observation, you are reminded of who you truly are. It's beyond the individual, right? Beyond the thoughts, beyond the emotions, beyond the resistance. And this is also not to villainize resistance, right? Resistance isn't anything to villainize, just as the ego isn't something to villainize, just as unconsciousness isn't anything to villainize. It's just a matter of being aware of it. Because resistance can in fact be a sign for you. It can be a telltale sign of what you should not do, you know? It's spending enough time in a meditative state that helps you recognize what's your next step. What's the next best step? What should you do for yourself? And this is why it's so important to prioritize being in a meditative state throughout the day, whether it's formal, informal. And when I say informal, it could be while you're doing something, you know, and you're like, I make the intention to be in a meditative state, meaning I choose to give my fullest awareness to this moment, to whatever I'm doing. I'm giving my fullest awareness. Every move my hand makes, every step I take. This is how you feel fulfillment in the moment. Feeling fulfillment in the moment. You're giving your fullest awareness to the moment. So you know when you are releasing, when you're giving your fullest awareness to the moment. In formal meditation, what that looks like is allowing the thoughts and emotions to arise and letting them go. That fear that you identified with was a part of your identity, right? Fear of failure, maybe a fear of success. Some of us fear success. Maybe it's a fear within a relationship, a fear within career. Let it come up. It's all an illusion anyway. It's not true. It feels true because we are still learning. And we're just now learning just how to train our own mind. Just how to build a connection with our mind, to build a relationship with this mind. We say observe the mind, watch the mind, go beyond the mind, right? There's no need to escape it. It's always learning how to work with it. And that's what a big part of this space is for. Here Now Livestreams, right? A space where we step into the space, we enter the space, and we learn what it looks like and feels like to invite presence into our lives. The more we invite presence into our life, we remember that we are presence. We remember that we are life. And so each and every time you feel resistance arise, there's no need to feel guilt or shame as if you're not supposed to feel resistance. It's all a part of the human experience, you know? Feel it. Be with it. Experience what it's like to be in this body. What is it like to be in this body? I was giving For anybody who just entered into Here Now Livestream, I was sharing how on the full moon I experienced incredible menstrual cramps. And in that moment, the only choice I had was to surrender. Surrender to the pain. Boy, oh boy, you want to talk about the human experience? Oh yeah, experience the pain. That's all you could do in the moment. And right then and there, I received a download. I received insight. I was like, oh, this is what it means to be human. Just accept the emotions we feel. No matter on the spectrum. It doesn't matter. We can call it a low vibrational emotion, a high vibrational. It could be fear. It could be pain. It could be guilt, regret, remorse. It could be enthusiasm. It could be love. It doesn't matter. Experience it all. When I say experience it all, I mean allow it. Observe yourself. Today, I noticed myself feeling optimistic. Just feeling optimistic. I feel immense gratitude for Here Now Livestream. It has opened up an entire new world for me. I'm so grateful that this idea chose to come to me. It chose for me to materialize it and opening up the space for it, being able to chat with you all and share with you all. And we're all on our own journey of inviting presence into our life. And I felt immense gratitude. And in that moment, I observed myself. I watched myself. I felt it. I said, this is what optimism feels like. Optimism. Just be there. Just be there. Being in a state of non-reactivity, no matter the emotion, what you do is you are inviting curiosity into your life. You are inviting compassion into your life. When I talk about curiosity, what curiosity does is it ensures that you don't believe the first thought that comes to mind. You become curious. You ask questions like, how's my body moving? How's it working? What's it feeling? This is what it's feeling. This is what my body's feeling. I'm going to align with it. I won't resist it. I'll align and therefore allow for release. Allow for that surrender. When a certain thought arises, an emotion, let's say thought right now, become curious about that thought. So a thought arises. Let's see a common thought. Feelings of anxiety, in a space of uncertainty, not comfortable with that uncertainty. Maybe you're really upset with someone, Someone they made you upset. They tried you. In that moment, when you're aware enough, become curious. Become curious about how the body responded to that, from that thought, right? Emotions are thoughts within the body, a form of thought within the body. Emotions and thoughts, they'll mirror each other. So become curious and be like, this is what it feels like. This is how I feel like it's that one step from being immersed so in the thought, trapped in the thought and emotion, to observing it, right? I think that very nice little channel, that bridge, is curiosity. because curiosity is a great way to question. Therefore, it's bringing in awareness. When we think about, for example, what's going on, what goes on within the news, we all know how the news works, right, y'all? The news just wants us to be reactive. They sell fear. Fear is an incredible way to get attention, right? So they sell the fear, and we become very reactive. There is no space to be curious or question. It's always an immediate headline, and the headline is so extreme. It divides. You end up choosing a side without even being fully aware, because that's what the headline said. So it's making you react. There's not making you, but there's no space. There's no space. And so this is why being in a practice of becoming curious about certain reactions, becoming curious and really bringing awareness back to yourself, this is how we are releasing. This is how we are allowing. This is how we surrender, because we're agreeing with the present moment, right? We are no longer attached to a certain identity, the identity from the past, the identity that, we always need to defend ourselves or whatever it might be. We release it. It's no more. In this moment, when I'm not speaking, you may feel as though you are waiting. You may feel as though you're waiting for the next sentence I'll speak, the next message that will be shared. Instead of waiting, just be. Experience the joy of being with me. To just be here. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing that needs to be said. You're being. That's the joy in being, because it releases burden. It releases responsibility. When I said that, I felt an immediate, I had to smile. That was a release. Smiling is a form of release as well. Like when we're laughing, that's a form of release. Coughing, a form of release. Crying, a form of release. The more you allot space to being with yourself, to inviting in presence, Giving your awareness to presence. The easier it will be to recognize resistance. Recognize resistance versus release. The easier it will be to observe thoughts, to watch emotions. Your attention, your focus, you will have incredible attention, incredible focus. Your concentration, on point. On point. You guys know we live in this world of short form content. Don't get me wrong, I love short form content is fun. I create short form content. Some of y'all may have found me from that short form content. And it's just what happens when we're constantly being fed content, right? That it's short form. It's this small form of just short. So within 15 seconds, let's say 15 seconds to 90 seconds, we're being fed and satisfied, right? All the time. Our brain, constant being stimulated with new information, right? Our attention span becomes shorter and shorter and shorter because the mind is so used to being stimulated. It's been a condition to constantly seek that stimulation. So if you hop on a long form content like maybe Here Now Livestream, or maybe an hour-long podcast, or maybe even a 20-minute, 10-minute video, right? Watch your mind and notice how the mind may be like, I'm bored. The mind may be like, all right, time for the next video. Time for the next topic. You don't have to follow the mind, just watch it. Just watch it. Just notice how it's constantly demanding something new, something to stimulate it. The more you notice that, the more you can bring your awareness back to yourself, back within the self, and make the conscious choice and decision to extend your concentration, or maybe choose to no longer only consume short form or whatever it might be, or just maybe, hey, hop on Here Now Livestream. Experience the joy of being. Or step into meditation, step into a meditative state. Be there with yourself. Remind yourself you do not have to wait. You can just be here. I gotta give that a bell. Wait. You do not have to wait. You can just be here. El Chico, it's a blessing to be here now. Alive and breathing. Witnessing a legendary teacher of presence. Thank you. I honor you. To be alive and breathing. You see, throughout our days, when we're not feeling a sense of fulfillment, right? Let me tell you how I measure fulfillment within my life. Fulfillment is measured by my degree of presence throughout my day. How present was I throughout the day with myself, my body, with what I'm doing, with being? How much presence did I choose to invite into that day? Today, I will tell you that based on that measurement system, Boy, oh boy, am I fulfilled. I'm here now, talking to y'all. I'm drinking this tea out of this huge cup that everyone seems to comment on today. Incredible taste of blueberry chamomile tea. Oh, awareness. Oh, presence. Oh, fulfillment. Oh, we're living an inspired life, baby. This is inspired living. Those distractions that they're showing us, they're distractions. Right? But we're here. We pause for a second. This is a vision that just came out in my mind, right? We see everybody rushing and racing. I got to get this checked off my to-do list. This checked off my to-do list. This, right? I need to accomplish this by this age and this by this age. And if I did not accomplish it by this age, I don't know what to do with myself. Am I a failure? I must consider if I'm a failure. Yo, let's stop for a second. Be still. Whoa, this is the present moment. This is fulfillment. Be still. Oh, so this is what you're talking about, Morsi. I like this presence. I like being here now. In this state of being, I don't have to wait for anything. The reward is immediate. The reward is awareness. The reward is peace. The greatest gift you can give yourself is being here now. The greatest gift you can give yourself is being here now. The more you stop for a second, you allow yourself to be still. Let me share with you how that then translates into what you do. So you may say, hey, Morse, I'd like to invite presence into my life. And simultaneously, I have lots of goals that I'd like to accomplish. I got you. Don't worry. Go ahead and do. Step by step, put one foot in front of the other and take action, baby. See, this is a part of the human experience, is experiencing that action, experiencing the creation process. But you're shifting how you do it. Not necessarily what you do, but you're experiencing how you do it. You write down your plan. You write down your goals. And then you step into the present moment. You put one foot in front of the other. And each and every day, you observe. You observe if there's any attachment to that goal. Holy, my throat. One second. Thank you. I'm back. Don't worry. We're talking about goals and attachment. I did not forget. Drew, how's it going? It's good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by again. I remember you came last. You came the last Here Now Livestream. It's good to see you. Jaden, I literally removed cable off my plan because I never really turned the TV on. And if I did, it was every once in a blue moon. Feel ya on that. Oh yeah, Jaden, you said, I've been doing pretty good, rekindling a past connection and realizing I want to actually share more of my art with the world this year. I'm actually sketching and drawing now. Very nice, Jaden. I'd actually love to see some of your sketches and things like that. I don't know if you have Instagram, but DM me. I'd love to see if you have a page or anything like that. That would be cool. All right, y'all. Stepping back into it. Also, you know what? I'm thinking this would also be a great topic for another Here Now live stream. So that is what I'll do. But I'm just going to share this too. I'm going to share this now. I also shared this in a video too. But planning in the present moment, it's just ensuring that you're prioritizing being here now. And you are in recognition of attachment and identity to that goal. Because what happens is that when there is so much attachment and identity tied to those goals, it pulls you out of being here now. It pulls you out of recognizing like that life is happening now, that you don't need to wait to reach a certain goal, to celebrate, to have a ceremony. That your state of peace and your happiness is not based on whether or not your goal meets your expectations. We have plans. We set the plan. Make sure you have a plan. I have plans too. Especially with the energy in these last few weeks has been an energy of planning and strategy. A lot less action and very much so prioritizing that planning and strategy. Have that plan. Have that strategy. You can envision the future, and that's fine. The future, envision it, right? But just recognize that what's truly real is here right now. Okay? What's truly real is what's here right now. And so it is allowing yourself to be here now as you plan. I'll dive deeper more into this topic in another live stream because I know it's a great topic to discuss. I wanted to focus more so this live stream on observing thoughts and emotions and recognizing resistance versus release. But I can tie that in and say, even on that journey of planning, achieving goals, realizing your intention, whatever that might be, prioritizing your relationship with the present moment is key. It's key to conscious manifestation. It's key to anything you'd like to manifest. That is what that's how you invite fulfillment into your life. That's how you invite inspiration into your life. That's how you live right now. You don't live for another moment. You're living right now. You will recognize that more the more you spend time with yourself, the more you bring more awareness back to yourself, right? The more you bring awareness to the present moment. And what you'll see is you begin to adopt a more compassionate point of view, approach towards others, to what surrounds you, to nature, to animals, to people, to situations, especially tough situations. You're inviting curiosity. All of these aspects that allow you to live, you're feeling, you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You are living a present lifestyle. Jaden. I have someone I already just posted a little while ago. Okay. Jaden. Just send me a DM and then I'll check it. Because I might have to type your name in too. But send me a DM. Ronan, yeah, do you do digital art, Jaden? That's pretty cool. I appreciate y'all and all of your talents. Dived into digital art in college, took a lot of extra credits in various classes in the art department. Nice. Hey, for everyone on here, anyone on this chat, what are your hobbies? What do you enjoy just doing? I'd like to know. Jaden is an artist. Jaden has dived into digital art. So we've got an artist in the house. What else? Doesn't have to be anything formal that you do, just something you do. I myself, I love to hammock. A professional hammocker, I might say. Hammocking is one. As you know, speaking is one. Here Now Livestream. It's another one. What else? Do we have any musicians in here? Any, what else? Hey, you can be any content creators. Not sure. Anything. What are your hobbies? Ronan, you make beats? Nice. Do you have an Instagram too? I like to hear some beats. Like lo-fi. Am I saying it right? Lo-fi. I always say, I'm not sure if I say lo-fi or lo-fi, but lo-fi music, I'm not sure if that's something you do, Ronan, but I like using that, just having it on throughout the day, just like chilling, a little background music. It's nice. It's very chill. I'd like to share with you all Natural Choice Incense. This is a plant-based incense. I'm an affiliate partner with it. So if you're interested in plant-based incense, do check out the link down below. This is a 12-pack. I've used quite a bit of it. I'm pretty sure I'm done with all of Passion. So we're going to light one today together. State some gratitude as we do always. Incense for me is helpful. It's grounding. During meditation, throughout the day, it's a nice aromatherapy, creates a beautiful environment. What I like about this one is that they use all natural ingredients compared to the other incense that I've used. Experience a natural difference. Our incense is made the old-fashioned way from scratch with raw natural ingredients which include spices, coconut charcoal, wood powders, tree saps, and aromatic oils. Myrrh. We're doing myrrh today. So be sure you grab Natural Choice Incense. Add that into your ceremony, your meditations. just to have a nice ambiance in your room. It's very grounding. Incense, anything that, incense, things like this, it's a great step. Another great step to bringing you back here now, to this moment. Jaden's hobbies. Singing, dancing, playing the guitar and other instruments, drawing, creative writing, mainly poetry, inline skating, basketball, longboarding, making keychains, friendship bracelets, and the rainbow. Nice! I love it. I longboard too, Jaden. I love longboarding. I learned back in college. It's funny. I don't recommend this to anybody here, but I learned in a parking garage. Don't do it. There's a high possibility to hurt yourself, anyone on this live stream listening. But that's how I learned, and I love it. I love it. It's so breezy. I've fallen a lot. That's the thing about longboards. You fall a lot. I have a couple scars on my legs, but it is so worth it. Once you learn how to just coast and vibe. I did that on the boardwalk on a beach by me, and it was so vibey, so beautiful. Ronan, I haven't released anything yet. I'm going to make a channel to release music soon. Nice. All right. Once you do, let me know. Let me know. Life thoughts shared. I like to bike and go on nature hikes back home. Nature hikes. Seriously the best. Biking too. Biking's really nice. Cycling. Sometimes I think of I've seen people do mountain biking, they're in nature and they're biking, and it's the hills and stuff, literally professional. I don't know how to describe it. That actually resonates with me. I can see myself doing that. I'm not gonna lie. These are all the things I love to do. I know it's quite a lot. Honestly, Jaden, that is beautiful, how many things you love to do. This is how you're diving into aspects of life that open up space for this feeling of fulfillment, It's interesting how I've spoken to people and they don't have hobbies. And for me, my jaw just dropped. What? You don't have a hobby? There's not anything you just like to do just to do it? And you know what? I also understand in many ways, because that is how, if you're not aware of, I would say, a big part of me wants to be yo, it's the Matrix. they're making us do it. Yeah, it's a conditioning, We're working, come home, work all day, then you just watch Netflix or something, or do the basic, and not really inviting new things into your life, not trying new things, Sometimes it can feel scary to try something new because of that fear of failure. So then we don't even try something new. Those are a lot of the reasons why I've noticed there are people who don't have hobbies. But once you open up a space for that, there's so many aspects of life to explore. Singing, dancing, playing guitar, making beats, going on the bike, on nature, all of that opens up space for you to step out of the mind and into the moment. It opens up space for consciousness to move through you, for you to experience this creativity and to experience just life, in its wholeness in so many ways. So, yeah, I haven't mastered slopes and hills. I try to stick to flat land. I gotcha. If ever you decide to try a slope or a hill, it's invigorating. It's a bit scary, but once you get over that and you have your balance, there's no stopping you. I used to have to use longboards in college because I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car in college. and I had to use my longboard to get to and from my apartment to campus. Well, to campus or to the bus stop, because there was a bus. There's a bus stop that I could catch. And so I would take my longboard from my apartment to the bus stop, from the bus stop to my class, and then same thing. Then I had to go to work afterwards, because I used to work at a gym I used to work in the kids. I took care of the babies, the kids, as the parents were working out and stuff. And oh my God, that my longboard, I still have it. It's in my car. I think it's somewhere. That longboard was everything. I was doing slopes and hills and flatlands and weaving through people, here, there, falling. One time, this is crazy, y'all. Crazy story. Don't worry, I did not forget the incense. We're going to do gratitude right after this story. One time, so I was president of, in college, I was going to school for speech and language pathology, and I was the president of the speech language pathology club that we had. I was president of that club, and we had a meeting, and at the end of every meeting, we had pizza. And so there's pizza left over. So I had pizza in one hand, my backpack on the other, and I was longboarding trying to get to class, right? Pizza in one hand, Honestly, I'm pretty used to it. But then there was a crack in the concrete, and I flew off my longboard, and so did the pizza. And I scraped my leg, and I still had to go to class. I grabbed the pizza, grabbed my longboard, went to class. I was a little how do you say, disheveled? Is that the word? I was a little disheveled. And yeah, and that was a very interesting experience, very memorable experience. But I've had many other great experiences, but this is one of the funny ones out of all of them. It's a great story to tell. I told all my friends, but that's like one of the sacrifices of life. You got to fall a little bit in order to flow, in order to vibe and ride with the universe. There we go. I just tied it into a very philosophical message for y'all. How I fell off my longboard and dropped my pizza all over the dirt. Things like that. Dark Sagan, hello. Welcome to Here Now Livestreams. I literally have too many hobbies. I have to pick up something new every 6 months or so I'm never bored. Nice. I question, is there such thing as too many hobbies? I think not. I have a guitar too. I know one song. It's one song fully. I know other songs and I like to play with sounds. But shall I show you guys my guitar? Don't worry, I did not forget the gratitude thing. It's on my mind. You know what? I just started something. I'll show you guys my guitar. I haven't named my guitar yet. I got this guitar in college. This is it right here. If any of y'all have watched my beginning YouTube videos, this guitar was always in the back. I'm pretty sure it was with my skateboard. And this guitar is it's a 3/4 guitar. So if any of you know Ed Sheeran, this is the guitar he uses. This is the size, at least. It's Martin and Company. I love this guitar so much. So I only know one song. Play a little bit here on Here Now Livestream, okay? So it's like, I'm sure a lot of you. So it's like, it's 4 chords. Let's see. rusty, a little rusty. This is my baby. I have not named her. We'll figure it out. All right. Actually, I have a question for y'all. What hobbies would you want to try next? Just, something new, something you've never done before. I kind of mentioned mine. I honestly would try mountain biking. I don't live in the mountains, but if ever I visit a mountainous area, I would most definitely try some mountain biking. Don't be afraid to fall, y'all. Because once you learn, you can fly, you can longboard, you can mountain bike, you can flow. Indeed. What would you try? What hobbies would you try? I'll read everyone's after. Oh, here we go. The saxophone. Jaden, you like music, right? I can tell, a lot of music. That's awesome. Saxophone. Ooh. Let me for some reason I just want to look up what a saxophone. I knew it. All right. It's one place I definitely would like to experience is like a jazz bar or maybe a jazz concert. But I envision myself going to like a nice little jazzy area, where the grown folk are, the classy people. We're listening to jazz, we're dancing. Maybe we have some wine, Yeah, I like that. Alrighty. By the way, this right here, we are burning myrrh, natural choice incense. Make sure you get yours. The link is in bio. Everyone on this live stream, I see there are 9 people right now watching this live stream. I encourage you, write in the chat, what are you grateful for in this very moment? What are you grateful for? And write it in the chat. Share it with the Here Now Livestream folk. I like this. Share it with the Here Now Livestream fam. What are you grateful for? I would like to share that I feel grateful that I got to share my guitar with y'all. And me playing that, I didn't really think I would do that. I think this is the beauty of live streams because anything could happen. You can take that as you will. But yeah, I feel grateful. I feel grateful that I brought my guitar onto Here Now live streams. I played a couple chords. I'll be more flowy soon. It's one of my goals this year, all right? Spend some more time with that guitar. Play some songs, all right? Maybe I'll have a nice little concert here. You guys could hear it. The first, Dark Sagan says life. Gratitude for life. Gratitude for life. Indeed. Anyone else would like to share what they're grateful for? It doesn't have to be anything too complicated. Something simple. I light this incense in honor of life, in honor of sharing our hobbies with others. I light this incense in honor of our creativity. All right, we've got artists on here, we've got musicians, we've got strategists, people, content creators. Ronan, I'm grateful for you sharing this message. Gratitude to you, Ronan, for your energy, your vibrations, always seeing you on here. I feel so grateful for that. Jashawn, grateful for an open mind. Gratitude for an open mind. Allowing ourselves to receive that which we may not have received had we not allowed ourselves to open our mind. Jaden, I'm grateful to be alive, for my beautiful connections, my art, and my life. Gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude for this moment. Here we are with the torch. Oh, it's off. Much love, much love, much love. All right, you guys can see it. Let's do some Q&A. Any questions? Anything you've been curious about, you'd like to chat it up? Maybe you have a question on personal development, question on meditation. I'd like to share something. I'm not sure if I shared this with everyone in the beginning, but lately I have been how do I say this? There's so many different ways. I've been meditating a lot more during the day, a lot of formal meditation. And when I say formal, it's legit. I just take the time to be in stillness. And I've been doing it 4 to 5 times a day. And it has been incredibly enlightening. It has brought great insight, so much inspiration for the space, ideas for the space, what I'd like to bring and share with you, cultivating community, encouraging everyone here to invite presence into your life so that each and every step of the way we go, whether it is individual chaos, collective chaos, we know that we can trust ourselves above all else. We are reminded that we are sovereign beings. And you don't have to be so reactive. You don't have to believe the first thought that comes to mind. There's so many there's so many different ways that I can share about that. But by sharing this, I encourage all of you to, in some form or some way, do the same. And what you're doing is you're shifting your relationship with the present moment. In order to invite presence into your life, you must experience presence, right? You must more presence into your life. You must experience it and be with it. The present moment is everything that's happening, minus your thoughts and feelings about it. In a nutshell, present moment is so much more, but in a nutshell, everything that's happening, minus your thoughts and feelings. And when you spend time in that space of being, you open up a world of infinite possibility. You no longer fear uncertainty. Dark Sagan, where are you from? I am from Florida. Born and raised. Jaden, do you like to play any other instruments? So far as guitar. I would like to try out the piano. I have a keyboard in the other room. It's for my mom to use, but trying out the keyboard would be nice. Piano would be cool. Even like instruments, the ukulele. I know it's like kind of a part of the guitar family. Sometimes I think about what are cool instruments that you can easily travel with, because I know I'll be doing quite a bit of traveling, and I've been doing quite a bit of traveling, and sometimes I think like, what can I take with me? You know, something small, like the harmonica. Like, that's a cool instrument, you know? The ukulele, it's really tiny. I have a story about the ukulele. I have a friend, he let me use his ukulele, and we were on the beach, and I was playing the D and the C chord. I forgot what it looked like, but I was just playing it because I was like, these chords are so heavenly. And so I played the chords, and then it was funny, as I was playing it, there's people walking by, and they were like looking, and you know, there was no one else on the beach with any instruments or, you know, a guitar, any form like that. And my friend went out to the ocean. I was sitting on the blanket. And he saw a manatee come by. And I was like, what? He's like, you just brought the manatee over. And I'll tell you this. The ocean was very flat. The ocean was very flat. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. The noise I had. Sorry. The ocean was very flat, and so with the ocean being so flat, it allows for the vibrations of that ukulele to be felt and heard even in the ocean, because usually like the waves are like pushing and pulling, there's a lot going on, but it was such a flat day, and it brought in a manatee that came so close, because I saw the shadow of it. I didn't know what it was. I saw a shadow, and the manatee came directly in front of me, and I was just playing two chords. Not even, like, you guys heard me play the guitar. I'm not, like, professional. And in that moment, it was so beautiful, because just the entire moment was beautiful, just to see how animals can hear these sounds and vibrations, how we are truly, you know, communicating. Like, in that way, there was some form of communication, you know? So I thought that was very fun. I thought that was beautiful. Haven't happened again since, but it's okay. Who calls manatees to them often? A kalimba is another portable instrument. I couldn't get into it. A kalimba. I don't know what a kalimba is. I'll look that up. So, a kalimba, a friend actually, on another camping trip I was on, a friend actually brought a kalimba, and we were playing with it, and there was I have to show you guys a kalimba too, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Kalimba. This is a kalimba, everyone. you like, what you do with it is like you put pressure on those metal, I don't know what you call them, but you put pressure and then you just release it. So you're pressing it and you play it. And there was like a book, and it helped us like create a song with it, like Happy Birthday, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, just any songs that we can play. And I thought that was really fun. So Kalimba was pretty cool to play. Have you heard of Tartaria? I have not, Ronan. I'll look it up. Tartaria. Inside architecture's wildest conspiracy. You know what they say about conspiracies? It's just a word to distract us. I don't know what they say. I kind of do. On YouTube videos and Reddit boards, adherents of the bizarre conspiracy argue that everything you know about the history of architecture is wrong. Interesting. Inside the Tartarian Empire. I am not very sure. I don't know what that is. But... Is there a reason you brought that up, Ronan? There's a bit about it, but I don't know. I've never heard of it. A nice instrument to look into would be nice quality drum pad, drumsticks. Those are fun too. All of these instruments are like great instruments to bring. Oh, my battery is low. Great instruments to bring like on camping trips. I go camping quite often. Haven't been in, last time was in October, but no. Last time I went camping was the beginning of December. Love camping. Boom. You know what I was thinking about doing here was maybe some reaction videos. So reaction, finding cool videos, maybe cool topics, researching them, and just like talking about it on here. So I will look into if there's any videos that you would like you'd like me to watch and get maybe get my reaction, opinion, things like that. Send me the link. You can email it to me. You can DM it to me, however it is. That would be cool. Haven't really been camping since Girl Scouts. I was in Girl Scouts too. Jaden, you should definitely go camping whenever you can. I was thinking about getting a hammock tent. Hammocking is a cool way to go camping. Like the hammock, like they have it's the hammock, then it's the mosquito net, and then there's like a rain. I think there's a rain tarp. I'm not sure if that's what you mean by that, Ronan, the hammock tent. But I think that's really cool too. I haven't gone hammock tent camping, but maybe I will, because it's really simple, and I use hammocks all the time. All the time. Yeah. I had a couple notes here for y'all. Pretty sure I went through everything. So I'm going to give y'all a nice action step as we close out this beautiful space. All right. This week, when you're aware enough, bring awareness to your body, the sensations in your body. This could be when you are speaking to someone. Maybe it's someone who you find that person tends to influence your state of consciousness, where you become unconscious. You may become reactive. I'm just some form of example, because in that space, if you can come back to yourself, it allows you to step out of your mind and no longer feed those stories, right? That's one example. So you're stepping out of the mind and into the moment by allowing yourself to bring awareness to you, to bring awareness to the self. Maybe you're in a public place and there's a lot of people and you're feeling quite sensitive, right? The more we awaken, the more aware we become. Our sensitivities become more apparent, especially in public places. Whether you're grocery shopping, you're out and about somewhere, bring your awareness back to you, the sensations within your body, the emotions you feel. Just observe. As you're walking, bring awareness to each step that you're taking. So this week, that's your action step, all right? This is how we are inviting presence into our life, bringing awareness back to us, out of the mind and into the body, into the present moment. You feel a certain feeling arise, you feel anxiety arising. Just bring awareness to it. No resistance, right? Today's topic was all about resistance versus release. No resistance. Just being there fully. Being there fully. In the chat, let me know. Give me one word to describe your day today. If you could describe today in one word, share it in the chat. One word for the day. For me, flow. That's my word, flow. I had certain expectations, right? I wouldn't say expectations, but I had a list of things that I wanted to do. Not everything got done, but I chose to flow. And that was exactly what I needed. El Chico, purposeful. Niall Burke, Kundalini hell. Just Sean, peaceful. What a day. What a day in the life of this human experience. Flow, purposeful, Kundalini hell, peaceful. What a day. What a time to be alive. I want to leave y'all with the reminder that you're made for the life that you're living. Any challenge that comes your way. There's a lot of releasing within my body. All right, on this live stream, as you all are seeing, a lot of sneezing. So release is definitely happening here. Sneezing, blowing my nose, coughing. Just release. Jaden enlightening. Ronan peaceful. Massive head pressure in the head, Niall. But yes, we are made for the life that we are living. In this very moment, we wanted to be here in this very moment. Whatever's happening with the collective, whatever is happening individually within your life situation, whatever challenge arises, and I say challenge because the events in our lives, we define them as a challenge because there's some form of resistance around that. That's all right. It's a part of the human experience. Whatever challenge arises, all right? It was meant for you to get through it. So you can attain wisdom. You can recognize peace, the peace that you are. You have a shift in consciousness. And you plan this world to form. Thank you all for being here. Ronan, Niall, Jaden, Sean, El Chico, Dark Sagan, Life Thought Shared, Drew, Unbarred Mind. I think I got everybody. I'm sending you all love. And anybody else who is here, you may not have written in the chat. I'm sending you all love. I'm sending you all peace and clarity. Thank you for joining me in today's live stream. Here Now Livestream. It is yet another beautiful night, a beautiful evening. And I will see you all again Tuesday, January 10th for another Here Now Livestream. Much love to you all. Thank you to my moderators, El Chico and Just Sean. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love. Niall, you're sneezing too in Dublin. Sending you lots of love and good health. Release what needs to be released. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank you for being here.